Hello, hello, FC Mobile community. How are we doing today? It is FC Mobile Live episode 65 on this beautiful August 19/20th. I'm doing great today. My name's Antoine. I'm joined here by Tack. How are we doing, Tack?
What's up, Antoine? I'm doing very well. Thank you for asking. How's everyone here joining in from across the world doing today?
Let's see, chat. Chat was popping off. Great to see some of the regulars in chat here. We see you. We see you. Good to see you. Hello, hello. Awesome to be back on stream. We were just here last week. we're doing this again this week for captains. Super hyped for this. It's good to see you guys. Drop in chat some of the flags or where you're tuning in from. It's always some of the best parts of the show, seeing where the global community comes together.
It's beautiful, right? Look at us. What a beautiful worldwide community. Thank you everyone for joining. We have a packed show today.
We do. There's a lot to talk about. We obviously have the captain's event. We have some other information around new division rivals season, some of the rewards there, a little bit about anniversary, even talk about a little bit of FC Pro at the end, limited beta. So there's a whole lot to go through, Tack. But just before we got into that, the football season in Europe is starting up again. And I know this past weekend, the Premier League kicked off, La Liga kicked off, the Bundesliga Serie A starting off soon, Liga as well. We just want to know in chat, who's the club you're cheering for? And also, just like who's your club? I think that's always something fun to see in chat too. It's like,
exactly, yeah. Supporting? I would love to get to know more from the community.
Let's see in chat here. Back. Yeah, it is. It is. It was kind of, July was a little bit quieter. I know there was the club tournament there, and then as we get into August, the new transfers, kind of that new hope that sets in. So seeing a lot of clubs here, Liverpool, Real. Speaking of Liverpool, their match last week, the 4-2 win, some of their new players making a pretty big impact was kind of cool.
Bunch of new signings. Super excited to see how a few of those players perform this season.
Yeah, it's gonna
very
be
diverse, very mixed answers here. Really cool to see that we got support all across the world.
Love to see it. So yeah, that's kind of the next thing is football season starting. We want to make sure stuff in game obviously are connected to real world, and I know we had Football Center looking to bring out similar things like that going out soon. And then in terms of right now, Captains is coming out this Thursday. Obviously Ragnarok, 6 weeks of Ragnarok. Yeah. So wrapping that up, make sure to use your shards before Ragnarok concludes on Thursday, as well as just go through any of the rewards there that you need to claim. I know that happens every event. You kind of forget sometimes. You're like, oh no, I had some leftover currency or shards. So make sure you guys go in, get that. I personally, I'm still waiting to decide on who I want to get from Ragnarok. I might go Ginola. I might just go Carlos Alberto. I need a new right back. So still
a good
on the
one.
fence. I have a day to decide.
Don't skip on the Gilberto Silva exchange as well.
Ooh, that's true. That's true. But yeah, seeing some comments in chat around the Yappuccino. So I feel like, Tack, we should probably get into it, right? We have captains to show.
Let's go.
Everybody wants to see it. Let's show captains. You guys are here to see the new players, who they are, the icons, some of the heroes, the live players. Look at those.
Look at those. Captains, as the name indicates, will highlight captains, those who are worthy to wear the armband, those who bring the morale, the heart, and the soul to the team. Really cool to see this guys here. Any standouts for you, Antoine?
Well, I think right away it's got to be the 111 Cruyff. I just know that his team of the year 107 had such good dribbling, agility, and just general staying power in the head-to-head scene. Like, you still see him like max rank, max level, and he's still really smooth. So when we put that teaser out with the 111 Dutch striker, right away I knew people were going to start figuring it out. So I'm excited to see that 111 Cruyff. And I mean, there's other really top 111s here that stand out. I mean, Mateos is amazing. We just had a Maldini, but getting a 111 here. And even just the Zanetti at right back, I think is going to be pretty good. And I'm seeing chat is going wild. A lot of dubs for this week one, guys. Week one of captains.
Absolutely. This is stacked. There's a certain someone right in the middle that is a fan favorite as well. We have been seeing a lot of community requests, not only for Cruyff, but also for Bruno Fernandes. So great to see him there getting 111. Our man Van Dijk is also there. So there's plenty to see here.
Yeah, and we're not even showing the full list from week 1, guys.
No,
There's
exactly.
there's a full greatest captains lineup that we're excited to show you guys. The players look really good, and even just some of the ones in the exchanges, as well as the shards, will be pretty cool to show off. So I'm seeing chat still going wild, and I know we teased, right, a certain player with 5-star weak foot,
we did
5-star skill moves, a left winger from Portugal. We'll be showing who that is as well. I'm just getting the build ready, and we can hop right into captains.
Yeah, 5-star weak foot. It happened.
If you know, you know.
We'll get there. Don't worry.
So yeah, without further ado, I've got the build ready here, and we can jump right into the captains event and show you guys how it all works. So Tack, first things first. Captains, there are new icons starting with Totti, and what's kind of cool is these new icons. So Totti, Iniesta, Chiellini, and Dunga. They're a little lower OVR. They're about 107, but they are live OVR items. So as you can see here, you go through and we'll show you how to get them. They can actually earn upgrades based on how their club or league or other requirements go through. So you can see here, Roma wins one of the next 4 Serie A matches, he'll get an OVR boost. Same thing with shooting, same thing with OVR. So pretty neat to see these guys, some of the new icons that dropped in FC.
Absolutely. So they started 107 OVR, and they could go up to 111.
So we'll start off here with Totti. He's the first of the icons to unlock. This is week 1, and it's all around getting the armband. So you've got to complete skill games and matches from his career, and then from the end you can actually get an armband as well as a logo of Captain Totti. So from here, different requirements to get rewards, including shards at the bottom here. And then you go through and you play these daily skill games, including a star skill game where you can get different captain's tokens. And then you finish up with a match here to get captain's tokens. And then in terms of the live OVR component, there's a little tracker here too that shows you all of the different requirements. So some interesting one. Serie A players with a number 10 contributing 4+ goals and assists. And that gives a +1 OVR to Totti. That's kind of cool.
Really interesting. I think we'll get a lot of people watching Roma matches over the next few weeks.
Yeah, a nice little wrinkle to the live OVR element. And Tack, if you want to take us through the rewards section, there's a lot going on in this one.
Absolutely, absolutely. So we mentioned the captains, 4 captains available to be claimed during the captains event. The way that you claim them, first of all, the first 3 will be in this reward section here, right at the beginning of the reward chapter. It costs 1,500 captain's tokens, and you can pick one out of those 3 first options, right? So whenever you're choosing, even though Totti is the first one to be unlocked in terms of his chapter, you can pick any of those 3, Totti, Iniesta, Chiellini, and you can already check the live OVR requirements. So make a wise decision based on what you feel will be most likely either to get the OVR upgrades or that will fit your team the best, right? So make a wise decision there. You get 1 out of 3. The chapters are released week by week, and we have this reward section here. Every time a new captain is released, you get this reward path, as Ant1 is showing here, with a few currencies and also shards. There we go. And at the end, wow, 5 Masqueranos, really cool. And in here, I see this kind of as a milestone. As you complete the chapters for each captain, you get an armband. You have the option to just go through all of the chapters and collect their armbands individually, or you can also spend your captain's tokens to collect their armbands and also fast track your progress. And the reward is a 108 plus player there. There we go.
So that's for getting all 4 of the captain's armbands.
Exactly. So in this, you have different tabs, and every week come back and see the new rewards there.
And there was also a little look at a 111 center mid from Real Madrid. I think a few people noticed. He wasn't in the banner there. But he is in the Shard gallery.
It's gallery time,
so
folks.
These work the same way. Yep, gallery time.
It's gallery time.
This is week 1. As you can see, the shard costs vary quite a bit. 108s starting at 200, and then all the way to Valverde, you're at 1250, and then Forlan for 800. So it's a little bit different, guys. These are kind of the gallery captains players. And then the other 111s that we saw on the banner, so the Cruyffs, the Gerrards, those are actually in a different chapter called Greatest Captains. And that is a very different system. And it's also kind of like those players look really good. So kind of wanted to preface that, right? Tack around. They're not through shards. Well, they kind of are, but it's like a different system to get them.
Yeah, we'll take you through it. Don't be shocked. We'll try our best to explain everything that's different here in the Greatest Captains chapter. It's different, and I'm excited to hear what you guys think of this new kind of system where top players are showcased. As you can see, this lineup of 11 players is completely stacked. So let's try to explain how it works. Those are the greatest captains, and there are 2 ways for you to unlock them. There's one paid way that you use your currency to purchase that captain's choice pack. After you purchase it 80 times, you get 1 out of the 11 players selected randomly, okay? And one detail that I forgot to mention is that these players, at least initially, will not be available in the store packs or anywhere else. All of these 11 players are exclusive to this chapter at this moment, right? And the second option that's not involving FP is shards. So you have the option to pick 1 out of the 11 players there by spending shards. You come here and you get the Ultimate Captain Armband. It's 4,000 shards. This will be available throughout the entirety of the event. And you can only pick 1 out of the 11. So you cannot pick like 2 players from this lineup. You need to make your choice very, very wisely.
So yeah, it's a bit of a different setup where you have the gallery and then you have the greatest captains where you have the 11. So I just granted myself some shards here. I'm just going to use this just so we can see. And then, as Tack was saying, you can select which of these captains you want for your team. So I think this would be a fun one to claim it, see the walkout, hopefully. Also want to know what do you guys think about this new format for claiming some 111s?
I'm taking a look at chat. It does, you know, it is kind of like a shock to see 4,000 shards. Let's go through the another detail after we take a look at the walkout, because there's a difference in these players which make them a little bit more powerful in terms of other players that we've seen before. So who should we pick?
Oh, I went ahead and picked Cruyff. I feel like based on the hype. I decided.
Hype. beauty.
And also, we should take a look at the stats of these greatest captains, because I have to say they have some special. Obviously, the stats are really good, but there's a special skill point set up for these guys.
Absolutely.
First off, 5-5 for Cruyff, 111.
Ouch. 135 base.
So let's take a look at these skill points. So it's a little different, where there's no different levels to them. What you do is you get a skill point and you just select them. So like you can take dexterity, it gives you plus 15. You can take physical, plus 15 on a few of these stats. And then also their secondary position, once they get up to a certain rank, they can actually be at full OVR at that secondary position. So for Cruyff, it'd be at cam.
Exactly.
So
As
a
soon
little
as you
bit
get
different.
3 out of the 6 skill points there, the player will get a 100% in the secondary position. So you can use Cruyff at cam without the OVR penalty. That will help you in a VSA, that will help you in the league tournaments as well.
I feel like a good way to showcase that is going to be in the scouting camp.
Oh yeah, they will also
I feel like
be
that's a
available
good
in
spot,
scouting camp.
chat, to see the stats on display. So you can see here, red rank, and as you can see, look, there's the 4 different skill points. Striker and cam. So if we were to move him into, as you can see here, Cruyff into cam, retains his 115.
That's a stacked lineup.
It is. I feel like we should just go through the stats, actually.
Yeah,
Some
should
of
we go
these
through
other
the
players.
base stats?
Oh yeah, good shout.
I'm seeing chat here. It looks like there's consensus about the fact that the greatest captains are expensive. Let's put it simply like that. But let's take a look at the stats, and then I would like to ask community, how do they feel after looking at the player items? There's the man that we teased earlier today. Finally getting his 5-star week food after months of community requests. And
Also 5-5.
him. Yep. Lionel.
High low. Does have cam as secondary position. What are we thinking, chat? First impressions on the captains format. It's a little bit different. The greatest captains are shown as the greatest. So we'll also go check out, I want to check out this Valverde as well. So Valverde here has the regular skill point. It's still the special one, but it does have the levels to it.
Yep. More, regular players outside the greatest captains will be released in the regular gallery chapter. But the greatest captains in that separate chapter will remain. Those are the ones that will be released.
So we should probably
It's too
clarify
big.
the length of captains as well, with the amount of shards you'll be getting. And then also just looking here at the 3K gem pack is a 106 plus. So it's 106 to 111.
There's a boost, right, in the 3K gems pack. Now the starting point is a 106.
Exactly. And we can also just check out the shards here. In terms of the captain's shard setup. .106s are 10, 107s 30, 108 60, 109 120, 110 180, and then 111 250. So I think some of you are doing those calculations here, right? When it comes to how many of these captain's items do I need to get if I want to go for a 4K for one of the greatest captains. Totally understand there's the calculation to be made around these, or even these captain choice ones. So it's definitely tricky. I will put it that way, chat. Definitely understand it's tricky to get those. But let's check out some more of these 111s. I feel like some of these, at least on the market, will be interesting. You've been saving up coins.
Oh, just a quick note here. These players will not be available in separate packs, like in store, at least in the initial moment. So they are all exclusive to this chapter.
That is a good point.
It's
yeah.
still in
So you may have to-
discussions, but yeah. I saw a comment from Elias Cat saying, stats are great, blurs are great, 100%, but 4,000 shards is a lot.
That seems to be the general consensus in chat right now. It's just the 4,000 for this selector captain one, the ultimate captain armband. We haven't gone how many shards you can get throughout the course of the event, but it would be very difficult, I think, to get up to that 4K. So I guess that kind of brings up a discussion around like previous shard systems, chat. I think if we remember during Team of the Season, the Serie A chapter, R9 came out with 2,000 shards. If you guys remember that. And that was kind of a big bump up because previously, Hullet had 1,500. Some of the other top ones, I think, was in Van Basten 1,500, 1,250. Those are kind of considered like the elites. And then the 2,000, I feel like, brought up a lot of debate in the community. If you guys remember, is 2,000 too much for an R9? Is it valid? And I remember seeing, like, obviously in chat when we first showed it, like there was a lot of L's, no doubt about it, but it did seem like some discussion, at least on Reddit, on Discord, came to a bit more of a consensus. I am curious to see about this. Like, I know there's the first sticker shock that you get with the 4,000, but over time, I'd be interested to know, like, where's kind of that sweet spot that you guys feel is right for, say, a 111 Maldini on the shard side. And it's a tough question, Tack, right? Because a lot of people right away will default to what they think it should be, or 1,500 for Hullet and Team of the Season. Right away, that's my baseline. But it's worth a discussion, I think, on what do you feel like goes against certain players, what's their value.
I agree. One thing I'm curious about is running the calculations and giving the community time to understand and kind of like predict what's the expected output of shards across the 5 weeks, considering the new chapters. For example, in the Toddy chapter, We can see that there are shards there in the reward path. I would really like to see and kind of like compare the expected amount of shards that, you know, a player that's playing every day and doing everything, collecting the 3k gems pack, how does that adds up into the 5th week? Because I think it will kind of like depend on that, right?
Yeah, I mean, I don't think you're gonna make too much of a dent in the 4,000 realistically. Like you're opening, say, the 3K gem pack every single day. You're getting, say, 10 to 30 shards per day, and over the course of a 5-week event, 5 times 7, 35, 35. It's going to be a bit tough, especially with like the shards that you're getting in these weekly chapters. So obviously, like there's luck, but I do feel reading through chat here and like even just compared to previous events, it is tough. It's going to be very tough for people to muster up that for the 4K. So I definitely I understand it. Obviously, like there's discussions that we can have and make sure the community is heard on this one. And again, that's kind of the point of these live streams, right, guys? Is
Yeah,
showcase content, discuss it with you guys. It's a two-way conversation, and we hear you. We see the comments in chat. We totally understand.
absolutely. I got YouTube chat here open, a Twitch, even I'm on Discord today, taking a look at the conversations. It's definitely something that, as always, as we always do, we'll bring back to the team and we'll discuss about it. You know, make sure that your voices are heard.
100%. Yeah, we see the comments, chat. Totally understand. I think it's yeah, it's definitely it's worth a discussion, and obviously I think it's something we're going to focus on for a lot of the show here because it is a primary reward function in the captain's event. We will show more of the captain's event here. I'm going through the star pass, but do know that we are seeing your comments. We totally understand. We're making sure that we're gonna have those discussions and make sure that your voice is heard.
I'm trying to get a feeling here for, you know, the amount of shards that our community here deems as something kind of fair, right? What's a 111 at that level of seeing a lot of 2k, seeing people, some people going to 250, 100, even 3,000 a few, but there's a general agreement that 4,000 is a lot and too much. Got you guys.
Yeah, that's what we're seeing in comments. So we totally see that, guys. So I guess just to bring it on a little more of a positive note for a minute, there were questions I'm seeing in chat about the league exchanges. And yes, there are 2 new league exchange players. There's a 110 Zambrata for 60,000 of the league tokens. So we'll check out his stats here. If any of you guys were waiting on a new right back and you have a lot of league tokens, 5-star weak foot, 4-star skill move. We'll check out some of the stats here. If any of you guys were waiting on it. Decent defending, actually. High.
Yeah, he also plays left back.
This is a decent option at right back if you were going for anyone from Ragnarok or other events. Could be pretty solid. And then 110 Cam here. Al Jaber. High medium. 4-star weak foot. So he's 30,000 league tokens, and then Zambrata 60. And then the league bundles as well have been updated with some of the captain's players. So you do see like the new ones there, the 109s, 110s, 111s. So I guess quick question there, chat. On the league limited player for Zambrata, how do you think he compares to like a Mycon that came out recently? Like I saw someone in chat going, Should I go for my con? Should I use my league tokens? I'm also thinking about it too. I have a bunch of Ragnarok shards left. I could go for the Carlos Alberto, but I also have a ton of these league tokens just sitting around.
Yeah, tough choice.
And then tokens here. You can use your pass points there. And then, oh, actually, never mind. It was exchanges we wanted to check out, right, Tack?
Oh yeah, there are a few new. There's one new exchange to start off. As you can see, you can get a 106 company and a retro city kit. We checked the requirements, at least for this one, since it's a 106. The requirements are pretty low.
You could probably show this one, right?
Like, yeah, I think so. At least for the kit
Yeah.
itself, it's really cool.
This is pretty
And more of
reasonable.
these
Yeah.
exchanges are coming. Yep. Over the next
So if you
few
do
weeks,
like that,
more.
yeah, I feel like this is an iconic city kit from that
It
2012
is. It
2013
is.
season. Yeah. And then
Great
obviously
to see more
company
retro
had
kits.
a major role. And then in terms of just captains exchanges, a lot of the regular ones we're used to seeing from Ragnarok and previous and Aqua versus Inferno. This Tevez one we went over last week. Let us know in chat if anyone's used this Tevez or gone through and actually I don't even know if you can get it just yet, but curious to see reviews when they do come out because I know we looked at it last week and it seemed interesting.
Yeah, technically, a few players can already get him because there's a store option in which you can kind of like claim all the Tevez's versions.
Multiple Tevezes. So let's just look through here. Exchanges, quests. Is there anything left here in captains for us to go over?
Let's check our notes here. I think we covered most of it. I'm taking in all the feedback that we're seeing in all the chats here. And I really appreciate the moment here that you guys are voicing the opinions. Massive L's, totally get it. We're not in any way trying to, brush through it. It's something that it's a unique opportunity for us to be here and to listen to you guys. So if there's any moment that it's an opportunity for us to be heard as a community, I think it's now. So if it's positive or negative, your opinion, I think it's great that you guys are sharing. And I speak it from my heart.
Yeah, echoing that too. I think guys, like, these streams are really valuable in getting the community's feedback in real time, also understanding just the general feeling and sentiment around these kind of new additions. And yeah, I think those L's they speak massively, but also a lot of you writing different feedback on why you feel this way. So yeah, we'll definitely keep you guys posted on that. Wanted to get through some other items. We can just keep the stream open here on gameplay, but just in terms of the anniversary event, I just wanted to briefly touch on that. Is the thank you all for submitting your kits, boots, and balls. We're putting together the shortlist for the voting component, which will start at the end of this week on Friday. So look out for that so you can vote on which vanity items end up in the FC Mobile anniversary event. And then when it comes to player voting, so you get to choose some of the players that will be going into the anniversary event, that's going to be next week. So stay posted on our socials and community channels for more information. The other one as well, we wanted to just get a quick pulse check on regarding anniversary, was around the player item shells. So this is just kind of a question for you guys in chat. Since last year's anniversary event, so I'm going to scroll through the market filter because that's the best way to see them. What has been your favorite player item art from this list? You just drop in chat which one is your favorite. I'm going to slowly scroll through. disregard Champions League, Team of the Year, Team of the Season, any of the league related ones. Let us know. Is it like a Trick or Treat? Is it a Trophy Titans? Is it Winter Wonders? Thunderstruck? Would love to know
Yep.
your
And
guys'
they
favorite art.
will be part of this mechanic in the anniversary event, which is really cool. We won't spoil it too much, but you help us decide which of the options players will get in game to kind of like build something special.
So we'll just scroll through here. Just drop in chat, guys. Just reading through chat here. Always good to see
Yep.
your guys' thoughts on this.
Very diverse. I'm seeing, Thunderstruck, Winter Wonders, Trophy Titans. Lots of Ballon d'Or, but I think Ballon d'Or wouldn't be an option, unfortunately. Beach Beats.
Pitch Beats was a
Ooh,
cool one, I
Defining
thought,
Legacies.
with like
yeah.
different ones each week. Actually, if you're selecting Pitch Beats, make sure to specify which week of Pitch Beats you liked. Was it the hip hop? Was it the rock? Was it the classical? Because they all had a different look.
Ooh, a mention of Carnaval from Chris Cornor.
Carnival was nice. I liked it. Look at that.
Carnaval was nice. Aqua versus Inferno.
That was a solid one. All right, so we'll take a look at your comments and make sure that we can include that in the anniversary event at the end of September. So still about a month to go for that, but there'll be more activations and more ways to vote and get involved in the event as we get closer to that. Moving on now to limited beta. So wanted to announce that there's going to be a new limited beta that is starting tonight. So this is August 20th, UTC. It'll be going out. It is available on Android in the Play Store in Singapore, Malaysia, Canada, India, Romania, Argentina, and Colombia. So if you're in those countries, you can try out the limited beta on Android. If you're on iOS, worldwide, we'll be dropping some codes for some special iOS access. Check our socials in the next day or so. We'll be sharing those. And in terms of what's in the limited beta, so there's some new mechanics. There's just kind of collecting players. I don't know, Tack, how we want to call it for the stream.
Okay, it's hard to explain it without giving out too much, but it's basically a system that will give your lineup, your main lineup, boosts according to players that you have in your club. We can keep it as this, and then from other players in the community that are testing out the limited beta, or even for yourself, if you manage to either live in one of the regions or snatch an iOS beta code, you can see it for yourself. I think it's very promising. I think it's something cool that adds more depth in terms of how you progress your team.
100% agreed. So there's that. There's also a gameplay update included in the beta. So a quick update on that is it's going to be some better foul detection. There's going to be adjusted lob through balls. If you guys know the kickoff rush, obviously you do. There's some adjustments to that to improve it and make sure it's not as, I guess, spammable would be the best word for that. Also, more noticeable attribute impact for crossing and header accuracy. And then some more consistent chance distribution around verse attack matches as well. So if you want to test out the gameplay in the new limited beta, make sure you jump on that as well. And then finally, there's a new kind of matchmaking lobby setup where before you go into a head-to-head match. So if you know right now, if you're in or actually any division rivals match for that matter, this is kind of the setup, and then you go into a game. There's a new kind of matchmaking lobby where you get to see your captain and then your opponent's captain kind of waiting before they walk out onto the pitch. So if you play the beta tonight, you'll be able to see that. And then the other one, Tack, which I'm personally excited for, is there's some new formations, including the highly requested. And if you play FC25, you have definitely come across it. It's very used. Is the 4-2-1-3. So that's probably the one I'm very excited for. It's one where you get two CDMs, you get a cam, and then you get your left winger, right winger striker. So a 4-2-1-3, and then I think there's another one, a 4-1-3-2, and some other formations as well. So Tack, we'll be checking that out. Maybe we'll play a head-to-head match there in the beta.
Absolutely. That formation with two CDMs, two wingers, one cam, I think it's super balanced. I kind of like miss this, right? Because now you need to set for two center mids, right? If you want to use the wingers there and a cam as well. So having two CMs, they'll drop a little bit further back. You have a little bit more stability defensively, especially for people who are mediocre at the game like me and would make great use of more, defensive options.
You're far too harsh. I think you would do really good with that.
I like it. I think it's pretty balanced. It would be my go-to formation, but we'll have to see how it performs in game.
We'll have to check it out. Yep. And just wanted to show as well some of the top FC Champion rewards for the new Division Rival season. So you can see the logos, captains, players, as well as the Field General captain's banner that you put for your name. And I guess showing FC Champion here connects really well to our next point we just wanted to mention, is that there's the new FC Pro Mobile Festival in Shanghai on September 13th and 14th. And what this is going to be a competitive tournament where players from China, Korea, Thailand, Indonesia, Middle East, North Africa, Brazil, Europe, US, and more will battle to win a prize pool of $5,000. And how it works is there's going to be one pro player on the FC Mobile side and then one creator who does FC Mobile. And they're going to be playing together in a round robin, and then it goes into a single elimination playoff where a duo can claim the FC Pro Shanghai Festival. So we're going to be hosting that on the FC Mobile YouTube channel on September 13th and 14th. So make sure that you guys tune in for that. Tack, there are some pretty well-known names on the creator side. I'll run through a few. RK Ready, Vichy, Baigay9 HD. If you guys remember Totanaka from Thailand, Nicholas FC, Momo Gaming, and also Tack, there's a few Brazilians that seem to be going.
We're bringing a Brazilian duo to participate in Shanghai and represent the community. Really excited. I'm pretty sure that Boss FC is like restreaming our live stream right now, so shout out. So Boss FC and Lucas KKJ, who was the winner from the previous Brazilian or Latin America tournament last year, are going to represent the country. Going to be really exciting, and we can all see after the festival in Bangkok, we saw a lot of community requests for more and more of competitive events. So there's this, and there are actually a couple more coming this year still. So good to see, like this competitive scenario taking steps further.
100%. It's going to be exciting to see players from all over the world. Like, I know the Bangkok one was great. We had some representation from different parts of Asia and Australia, and this one is kind of the next step where there's duos from Europe, from North America, from the US, Brazil. So it'll be very exciting to see them battle it out in FC Mobile head to head, and I'm very curious to see who comes out on top, because I know like we've seen the Chinese, Korean, Thai, Indonesian players. They're very good, so I'm very interested to see. On that note, Tack, I think everyone is waiting for the redemption code for the show.
Oh,
if we want to show that one up, we had today.
Absolutely.
The code is Skipper. Skipper.
Skipper, and I believe the reward is 1,500 gems this time. Oh, there. You don't need luck this time because it's guaranteed. But claim it and come back here. We can talk a little bit more. We have a few more minutes, and I'd love to get this opportunity to kind of like dive deeper into the feedback, especially after what we've shown in captains today, and especially considering that we're noticing that the feedback is pretty negative so far. So it would be great if you guys could hang out here with us. We can try to answer a few questions and just understand a lot more in depth your thoughts here. So if you guys have any questions or want to share or voice your opinions, now it's the better time, because I'll be looking here through chat, and if there are any questions popping up while Antoine showcase a few of the players there, we can just have a chat here as a community.
Exactly, Chad. I feel like this is an open forum for us to discuss. I mean, the big one is 4K shards, but I would love to know, in terms of the event format, what do you guys think about the live OVR component with the 107s potentially getting, it was a +4 OVR along with some shooting stats there if everything goes right. So that's nothing to scoff at, especially for a player like a Totti, an Iniesta, a Dunga, right?
Dunga coming
So
in
curious
later.
there, Chad.
Yeah, I feel like this kind of got overshadowed a little bit by the Greatest Captains chapter, but just as a reminder, out of the first 3 ones, Totti, Iniesta, Chiellini, you get to pick one out of the 3, right? And so make a wise decision. Take a look at the conditions there, because they're different.
So realistically, if this Totti hits all of the live OVR requirements, that's a 111 cam.
Yeah. Have we seen their stats?
Right?
I'm not sure. We could take a
I don't
look at their
think we
stats.
have.
And, yeah. Let's try to
Chad, I
imagine
feel like
that
that's
+4.
slightly overlooked here. Yeah.
+4 and the shooting boost as well, right? So shooting stats would be slightly higher as well if he gets all of the upgrades.
He's got striker as
As
secondary
always,
position.
Answering some questions here from chat. As always, we cannot show extra time in this version here.
So yeah, +4 OVR on this one. Also just want to check if I had any of the other players here. The chat, if you guys wanted to look at.
Totti 55 is W. Thank you. Oh, RK ready. We just talked about you. He's in chat here asking a question. If the 80 pack guaranteed is one time or multiple, I was testing myself before the live stream started, and it looks like you can go multiple times. Good question.
Yeah, very good question. Also, we did mention the +1 OVR for Roma winning one of the next 4. It's actually +2 if they win 3 of the next 4. So just a bit of a shout out there. That potentially could be a +5, right? If it's +2 on that first one, and +1, +1, +1 on the others, you could be looking. That's a potential 112. I don't know, Chad. Are we noticing this here? And we can also check out the Iniesta, the 107. And then the Chiellini here at 107 as well. So that's actually an interesting question. Between the 3 of these, Chiellini, Iniesta, and Totti, which one would you pick?
I think I'm going Totti. Antoine.
You're going Totti, the 5-star weak foot?
I'd be going Totti. My Dunga is guaranteed, but I would pick Totti. Oh, question here from Vichy. Shout out Vichy. We also gave you a shout out earlier today. Is the only way to directly claim a captain from the Greatest Captains through the 4,000 shards? There are 2 ways. There's an FC way, where if you purchase that offer 80 times, each offer I think is 200 FC points. You get 1 out of the 11 randomly, but if you pick from shards, then you can select the player that you want. Question. Thank you. Let's see. Seeing a lot of Iniesta mentions. Iniesta, so it can be paired with Xavi. Good shout.
So yeah, aside from the 4,000 shards, because I feel like that's what everybody is focusing on, which totally valid. So let's put that aside and just look at the general event format of Captain. Do you like it? Do you like the inclusion of live OVR in an event like this? So if you don't like this format, would love to know what for you, what would you like to see a bit more of? Do you want to see more PvP? You want to see more like head-to-head, like mini leaderboards and events? Drop in chat like an event that you come back to and you're like, ooh, I really like that one. Let's say, is it Winter Wonders? Is it Aqua versus Inferno?
Interesting. I'm going through the chat here, and yet again, it's a great opportunity to kind of like understand the drivers, right? What kind of like make people excited for new events. Seeing a lot of Totti. Team of the Year mentions. Euro. Euro was a cool one. Fair rewards from Elite's Legacy. Might be the theme of the show today. Thanks for sharing.
Someone was just asking for the 3K gem pack, what that looks like. But yeah, I think that's a good summary of chat's feelings today, and I think it's just starting off with that 4K shards. I think just shocked a lot of people. So totally understand that. Again, it's a discussion. We're reading a lot of the feedback you guys are sharing. It's always good to get that. There will be more weeks of the gallery players, by the way. This week 1 is just the start. There's week 2, 3, 4. Because let's say you don't want to go for one of the greatest captains. There will be good options in these gallery chapters. So you still build up your team. They're 111s. So hope that also helps you decide maybe on Ragnarok if you're considering shards, or maybe you have grassroots greats. Take a look, make that decision. Definitely worth having.
Absolutely.
All right, so I think we've kind of gone through a lot of the feedback. Reading through you guys' feelings about it is totally valid. We'll be going through more of the feedback after the show. As a reminder, Captains goes live Thursday at regular reset time. Ragnarok obviously ends, so use up your shards there if you have some left over or you haven't decided yet, and keep the feedback coming, guys. So this has been a really great show. Hope to see you guys in a couple weeks' time. And also jump into the limited beta if you are in one of those regions, or if you get one of the iOS codes, which we'll share. So I don't know, Tack, if you had any other parting words for this captain's show.
That is great, actually. I do really enjoy this feeling of community voicing their opinions, because it's an opportunity. We're here for a reason, right? So I want to like truthfully appreciate and thank everyone for expressing, because that's how we build a better game together. So let's have some discussions. Let's bring this back to the team. Completely heard everyone here, and yeah, I'll see everyone at Captain's Release. Whoever's tuning in for the Brazil show, we're going to have a deeper discussion about an hour and a half from now, but in Portuguese, right? So we'll dive deeper into this, have some discussion. So I'll see you guys there if you're watching from Brazil, and if not, I'll see you in the Captain's Release. Again, thank you so much for spending a little bit of your time to hang out here with us and to express your opinions. It's really important for us. We're here to help everyone. So we will start conversations. Totally got it.
Thank you, everybody. We'll catch you guys later. Take care.
Thanks, everyone. Bye.